currently in Okmulgee, Oklahoma, and I must warn you, the meth that is involved in this video is so thick that you might get high just watching it. Right across the street in front of you is a scrapyard that is owned by one 68-year-old Joseph Kennedy, and this is the spot where supposedly, because he hasn't been convicted yet, on October 9th of 2022, 4 men reportedly came to this scrapyard to steal some stuff, or as a friend of theirs said, to go do a lick, which is slang for commit some kind of a theft or robbery. So 4 men, Mark Chastain, 32, his brother Billy Chastain, 30 years of age, Mike Sparks, 32, and Alex Ray, 29, had left a friend of theirs home on their bicycles, pulling trailers to reportedly come to this scrapyard to steal. Now, if you see, there's a guy walking down the road. You probably cannot see him. He's right in the middle of your screen. So this guy, I was about to do this video, and this guy comes out of these woods with this big old buck knife, and he's like cutting little blades of grass. So I had to wait for him to leave the area so I can kind of show you what this scrapyard looks like. I'm not sure if I want to really step on the property. I don't know if there's anybody there, but reportedly these guys came on the train tracks from behind or the side of the scrapyard and were trying to steal some stuff. Now, as you can see, this guy has some visible messages for thieves on his scrapyard. So apparently this guy has had a lot of people coming out here committing thefts or what have you. The owner, again, Joseph Kennedy, in 2012 had shot somebody by the name of Robert Skinner on his property, and because this guy was trying to steal stuff, and the guy was arrested and convicted of the theft, and I guess Mr. Kennedy's sentence was deferred or what have you, but he was on parole at the time for something. Now, as you can see, check out that truck right there. I'm still watching. Wow. Okay, so this guy obviously has had a big problem with theft and people coming over here. So I'm imagining there's somebody on this property right now that's probably watching me that has a gun. I was hoping to kind of go into the property and check it out, but I'm probably not going to want to risk my life. So anyways, we'll walk around to the train tracks to where these guys probably were trying to sneak in. So anyways, so these guys came in here, and well, according to a woman that was friends with Mr. Joseph Kennedy, he said that he caught 4 guys trying to steal from his property, and he, quote, lost it and just started shooting. So he shoots and kills these 4 guys and dismembers their bodies and dumps it in the Deep Fork River. And it's not a very big place, but I don't know why in God's name would anybody want to come here to steal? What are you going to steal? Garbage? I don't understand. So you got some businesses right here. You have Kelco right over here, and you have Coca-Cola. Maybe it's some kind of a shipping and receiving facility. I'm thinking this is a big employer of the area right here. So these guys, I'm keeping my eye on that guy with the knife. This guy was just like cutting grass, and I was like, hey man, because I wanted to talk to him to see if he would want to do an interview, and then he just wouldn't turn around. He was just like walking with this kind of like this look on his face. So when the 4 men hadn't come back yet from hitting their lick, one of the men's wife had called the police, and I remember reading the story before the men's body parts were found, and when they had reported him missing, I believe immediately Joseph Kennedy was considered a suspect in this murder. So this would have been As you can see, parts of the fence right here have failed, either because of the wind or because of vandals or people trying to break into this place to steal some stuff. So these guys had tried to access this area right here via these very train tracks where I'm walking on right now. Now, after they came up missing and later their dismembered body parts were found in the Deep Fork River, not too far from here, he became an immediate suspect, and he would end up fleeing to Florida, where he was later eventually caught, and he was extradited back here to Oklahoma to face trial, which, you know, is a long ways away from starting currently right now. And I'm looking around, and I do not know why in God's name these guys would want to come out here, or anybody, to steal anything. I guess, like I said, the meth in this story is very, very real. So after the men's body parts were found, sheriffs did a search warrant, conducted a search on this property, and they found a tree somewhere over here that had a bullet in it. They found some blood somewhere on the grounds, and in the truck that Joseph was pulled over in Florida, he was driving a black pickup truck that was reported stolen. There was 2 different DNA profiles of one of the murder victims, 2 of the murder victims in his truck, and he had another vehicle out here where they also found a couple of DNA profiles. One of the profiles was linked, I believe, to Mr. Chastain. So I don't know, again, why anybody would want to come out here to steal anything that doesn't look like there's anything of any kind of value right here. By the way, before we leave, do you guys dare me to go on this property? I kind of feel that there's nobody here, and that maybe I could just kind of roam around, but I don't know. This guy with the knife concerns me, because he could have something else other than a knife, and there could be a Joseph Kennedy Jr. lurking in this very area right now. So even though the explorer in me wants to, I want to pass that truck and go in there and just check it out. The civil-minded person within this adventurer of myself says, do not go on this property, even though I want to. I mean, this is... Why am I walking into the place? I don't know. I wonder where they were killed. I kind of want to find the spot where they were killed. It's probably in the back somewhere right there. Oh well, there's a security guard that's in that white car right there. I don't want her to call the police on me. That's the last thing I need, is more cop videos, even though that's exactly what I need. But yeah, let's just skedaddle before I end up either in many pieces or in jail next to the guy who put these guys in many pieces. Well, I got a new friend. His name is Hillbilly, and he wanted to come in here with me, or he wanted to go in there, so I'm coming in with him. You said that you were interested in the Pontiac, the Firebird with the rims?
Yeah, it has Traeger wheels on it and fit my old hot rod that I have at home, which is a 69 Nova. And I was just, you know, I'm a metalhead, so I like going to scrap yards and finding old metal cars.
Yeah.
And things that I like.
Well, you got more guts than me.
I didn't know about this story till you were inquiring me about it, so I wanted to be part of it with you.
Okay.
So I wanted to come and check it out with you as well.
All right,
So I wanted to walk in here, and there's some really nice old cars in here.
Okay, let's go take a look.
Come this way. There's some old cars I'm going to show you.
And you said that you haul like scrap cars and stuff, so.
Yes, sir. Scrap cars and metal.
How much in metal do you think is on this property if they scrapped everything?
God. More than you could ever believe. Probably at least $1 million.
You're kidding me.
No, sir.
Wow.
At least $1 million. Just in metal. That's not counting the cars.
I'm like waiting for somebody to pop out with a rifle, but
Well, that's what I was. That's why I got somebody on the phone with me. So everything's cool. At least they hear the bullet.
at least they hear us getting shot. Yeah, okay.
But look at these old cars. There's an old car here. It's like a 30-something model. I love stuff like this. This Impala back here. I have a 1966 Impala at my house. This is the same car, but it's a 4-door. Mine's a 2-door. Old metal cars like this. I love old metal cars. Love like these.
Yeah, they don't make them like that anymore.
No, sir. This is what I love right here. Is old metal cars.
And how much is that car worth? Just
This to me or somebody that's a collector or trying to build another one like it. They give anywhere from I'll say $2,500 to $5,000 just for this rolling chassis right here.
$5,000 for that?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
If they're building the car, but most people are building 2 doors instead of 4 doors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they want the sport look. So that's what I like. There's a 2-door Cutlass right there. That's worth a mint. That would probably cost you about $2,500 to $3,000 right there. That Cutlass.
And you never heard this story before I told you?
No, sir.
Wow. Yeah, I would have thought everybody in the area.
Well, I'm from southeast Oklahoma, down there by Lake Eufaula is where I'm from.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And me and my lady, we come up here because we're trying to buy a house that a friend of ours owns. And we drove by it and I seen this old metal car out front. It had Krager wheels on it. So it got my interest. I wanted those Krager wheels, and we stopped a couple of times and could never catch no one here. So,
well, because he's been in jail since October 18th.
I didn't know this.
Oh.
But you was telling me about it. So I kept trying to stop here, and this is our 3rd trip up here to try to catch somebody at the salvage yards, and nobody was here. So you was telling me the story, and you wanted to see the same thing I wanted to see what was in here. So let's check it out.
Yeah.
Come on, bud. Here's your better shot of that Cutlass if you want to take a picture of it. This is what people look for. It's like a Le Mans Cutlass. This is the same as the 442 Oldsmobile. Same body style and everything.
If I didn't know better, I would say you definitely know what you're talking about.
This right here is it's an Oldsmobile, but it's the same body style as a 442. This car right here, rolling chassis, California, costs you $5,000 just rolling. That's without it running.
That's amazing.
Just the car, cause it's straight. Look at it.
Yeah.
No dings or dents. No, nothing. It's all. Look at the front end. All of the bumper and the grill is perfectly straight in the car, and it does have a motor in it. It's just been sitting for a while. There's one ding in the fender on the right side right here, which is just a fender. That's cosmetic. But the rest of the car is straight. There's no holes or rust through it. The car's worth $5,000.
I bet you this guy, if he hadn't murdered those 4 people, supposedly, that he would hire you. You sound like a good salesman.
I'm telling you, I love those cars. That's what I love. That's a Monte Carlo. That's a 76 or 77 2-door Monte Carlo Chevrolet. That car right there, somebody building it, $3,500 out the gate. No problem. As is, just like a 6. Got an old 68 Chevy pickup right there. I had one of those when I was 14, 15 years old. I used to drive in the hayfield all the time with my dad and grandpa. He got a 63 Chevrolet 1-ton flatbed short wide right there. It's worth a mint. That's probably $4,500 truck right there just sitting there. But all these bundles right here, what they do is they bale them in a compressor. It's called a baler, crusher. And they'll crush them into a bale, and the bales will weigh about 4,000 pounds per bale. And so it's easier to move in a semi-truck instead of just loose metal being picked up. So this guy has a lot of metal here, a lot of stuff. You got an old dozer, probably a 30s model dozer right here. There's another Willis Jeep right there. These are the stuff that I look for, is metal. Anything metal, I like. These new foreign cars, plastic, Mitsubishis, Mazdas, Toyotas, stuff like that, don't even interest me. But stuff like this, it's like an old mail carrier. It's a Willis Jeep. I like it.
Is that that's a Datsun? Look at that old Datsun RV. That's funny. Look at that.
Look at these old cranes. These are pole movers. This is the old stuff right here. That's an old crane. That's an old crane up there as well. Another old crane right here. This right here is the same year that what's his name? The black guy that was a football player.
O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, O.J. Simpson.
That's a Bronco.
Had
Yeah.
a Bronco. It was same year, same model, only it was white. You know how many people want to collect these?
Yeah, they went up precipitously after the freeway chase.
Yes, sir. So you're looking at this vehicle rolling chassis alone, $5 grand without it running.
Oh yeah.
And it's straight.
What do you think those guys coming here with towing the little trailers with their bicycles? What they're just coming here for scrap metal?
I don't know what they could possibly carry that could have been so much, but to lose their life over a bicycle pulling a little trailer,
Yeah, it's
I don't understand that. The old man should have said, "Help yourself, boys," and poured them out a little pile they could have. It's just probably trying to eat. I don't know.
Probably trying to do other stuff. But.
Well, you know, they may be on drugs or something, trying to support a drug habit. You never know with people anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're totally right.
That's what gets me. Is you just don't never know who your neighbor is anymore.
No, not really.
Nope. But there's some old metal cars over here, like this car right here. This is one that caught my eye, and I ran to it like it was on fire. And you'll see why once you get closer to it. This is a 1966 or 67, somewhere in there, in the year range. Cutlass. You see Cutlass on the side.
Yeah.
Convertible. This is a
wow.
factory convertible car, and look how straight it is other than the top. Canvas top's gone off of it. The hood's got a little rust damage on top, but not rusted through. It's clean. The trunk lid's clean. The bumper, I guess it's an extra bumper from Texas. And the whole back of the car is clean. Look at this car. It is straight. There's no dents in it. Crushed, a little bit of Bondo in the back fender right there. That's what that is. That's Bondo, cover up. But it's not rusted through. This car could be built, and together it's worth 20 grand. But look at the clip and the hood. Everything is straight on the car. The grill, all of it. Oldsmobile, 66, 67 model. Straight car, beautiful car. Just sitting in a junkyard. All the chrome trim is beautiful down the sides, even the trim down the doors. Cosmetic with a windshield and a new top. Putting a new heart in it. Easy 20 grand car. Easy 20 grand car. Old Dodge truck. 70 model, 71 model. All metal. Again. Somebody that wants to collect an old Dodge hood, them old Dodge hoods just online are $800.
Yeah.
That one's straight. Just unbelievable the stuff this man has in here. Can't walk through there, it's too tight for both of us to fit through there.
Oh yeah.
But this old truck right here is a one-ton, and it's a Ford. Probably an old hay hauling rig for some farmers boys back in the day.
Uh-huh.
That's worth the mint to a collector because it's a two-door Ford, like a 67 model Ford. Got a 63 Chevy truck right here. It's a 63. And it's just a cab forward. And it's all straight. Got the grills, bumper, the hood, the doors, the windshield, all of it's clean. That's the kind of stuff that I love to look for. This right here is an old Ford truck. It's like a 66 67. It's a custom cab. It's completely clean. Look at this. Completely. All the gauges are gone out of the dash, but the floorboards, the in cab, all the glass, beautiful truck. Completely straight. 57 Apache. These are #1 on the street. California Mexicans will eat these alive. $5 grand sitting right here just like it sits. Look how straight. The step side even more. Another 57. 56 Apache. Just a cab and frame rolling. A third one with all the fenders. It's a wraparound back windshield. 57 Apache. I'm telling you, these 3 trucks right here, 15 grand. 5 grand per truck. Simple, easy, just sitting like this. 76 short wide. These are going for 20 grand. Rolling with a motor in them. Today's, because everybody's collecting square body Chevy trucks.
Those are the only trucks I like, are the square bodies myself.
These are #1 right now for buying and selling. Short wides. This guy has all kinds of things. But those 57s right there, those Apaches, those are a mint. They are. The doors, the beds, they're all step sides, so you can take all 3 and build one good truck. And you got Ford, new Chevrolets, cars, vans, trucks, Reynolds Trans Am, but it's not. It's more up to date Trans Am. Like an 80s something model. It's got an old Dodge truck, old panel wagon. Got a like a water truck right there. Carried water. I guess he's watering the fields with it, or he's coming in the shop. But he's got all kinds of things in here. I mean, all kinds of things. To some people, it means a lot, and some people, they don't give crap about it. But this is stuff that I care about. So Chevrolet trucks. That's a Cutlass, an Oldsmobile 442. See it on the side? All grown up in these trees. That's a $10,000 car sitting there perfectly straight. If somebody would want this car bad. Look at the stripe where the SS goes down the trunk. Look at this car. That is a mint right there. I love these kind of cars. Straight. Beautiful, just sitting in it and grown up in trees.
What do you think this guy was? Do you think this guy was parting these vehicles out, or he was just waiting for somebody to come and buy them?
He was probably putting these back for himself because he knew they were going to be worth money. Finding this car is, so many cars are getting crushed these days, and just people tore them up and took them to the scrap core or whatever, hauled them off as junk back in the day. All those cars that are crushed and gone make the cars that are still left worth that much more.
Right.
So that's why it's up to somebody to look, go search, and see if they can find what they're looking for. And that's what I do. I go around looking for things I'd like to have. And if I can get them at a decent price, then I'll buy them from the gentleman and put them together. Make a little extra scratch in my pocket from time to time. But look at these old trucks. I got an old truck right here. It's a 78 Chevy. I just seen one of man in Bentonville, Arkansas, took it to a car show. He said the hood alone on this truck was $800. That's for anything. Oh yes, he does have a Pontiac Trans Am Burt Reynolds special. Come, got to cross the hood. Come on, buddy.
All right, let's.
Gotta go look at it. Gotta go look at it. Up this little limb here, I'd want to take it with it.
Yeah, I got it.
Look, he has 2 of them. One is a Pontiac 400, come out of the factory, where you know the Burt Reynolds and Smokey and the Bandit. Right here is the Bandit's car. This is the Bandit's car right here.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Pontiac Trans Am with T-tops, come out with a factory 400 in it and an automatic transmission. This is Burt Reynolds special. Pontiac Trans Am. Another Trans Am here, but it ain't the T-tops like Burt Reynolds. Got some old cars, Pontiac little cars. These are throwaway cars to me.
Oh yeah, yeah. What do you think? Just guessing. What do you think this guy was making a month off this place? If he wasn't a super salesman, if he just sat around.
Well, I'm in the metal business, so the metal business goes up and down. It depends on the price of metal, because if it's way up, like $225 a ton, he can make 10 grand a month easy. Just scrapping crap. Not counting what he's got sitting in here like this. This is a mint. Somebody would love to have these two cars. Somebody out there,
They just don't know they're here.
I promise you, there's somebody in the world
Yeah.
that would love to have these two cars, especially you put a Burt Reynolds Trans Am together. Yes, sir, without a doubt. Those two cars to a collector, they could probably give 10 grand for both of them. Here's an old Impala. This is what I'm looking for. This is like, it's got the single tail lights. It's probably a 66, 65, 67 model, right in that time frame.
I got a question. If you wanted this car, how the hell would you get it out of here?
Forklift.
What?
Forklift with a big, like a front end loader forklift with a pivot.
Yeah, but where would you?
Come in here and move these cars out of the way.
How long would that take? Jeez Louise, that thing is buried in here.
30, 45 minutes. I could get this car out of here within 45 minutes with a big forklift.
Wow.
My boss does it every day. He knows.
I believe you.
Little S10 Blazer. These are on top of the market these days too. People want to put the LS 350s in these and use them for drag vehicles. So this is a modern vehicle. It's up to date in the 80s model, but it's still old enough where LS 350 700 horse motor will fit in it, called a grocery getter, to go to the grocery store, blowing the tires off of it. Yes, sir. And you got these little throwaway cars, which he stuck these in here to cover up what he had in here, which are the Trans Ams and that old Impala. And here's your Cadillac. This old metal Cadillac, 84, 85 model. Snoop Dogg likes driving these kind of Cadillacs. He likes painting them pink or fuchsia, bright. He kind of rolls around in the cab. Hood's gone.
Somebody.
You got a Ford Cougar, which ain't working out.
Oh, is that the hood right there to this?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
That's the Cadillac. Yes, sir. I didn't even go that way. No. I didn't even go that way. Oh, that's another Cadillac. Got a couple little S10s, a Mazda, a Dodge, an Intrepid. So that's all the metal in here. The rest of them are modern cars. But I sure would love to have those Trans Ams right there. I've always wanted a Burt Reynolds Trans Am. The only car probably I ain't never owned was a Trans Am.
Well, I got a funny feeling once this guy is more than likely convicted, because they found the DNA of the couple of the guys he killed on the property. And
well, that's what I heard, but do you know about where that may have turned at or whatnot?
Right here.
Oh.
And then he dumped them.
On the property.
Yeah, and then he dumped them on the in the river.
The Deep Fork River?
Yeah.
Well, it's just right out of town out here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check that place out. I'm glad I came back here. I mean, I was going to. I was like, man, I don't know if I want to. Glad I did though.
Well, I wanted to show you what was in here with metal cars, and plus I wanted to know too. And I've been yelling the whole time I was in here for somebody that to know that I was coming in here, since of what had occurred after she told me what had happened. So I didn't want to be the next one that maybe get shot or whatever, but it's all good. I know I'm just looking for old cars. I ain't taking nothing. I wouldn't touch nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Until I found somebody to talk to to try to get it legally.
You gonna write him a letter?
Yes, I am. I got to get his name again from you.
Yeah.
See what he has to say when I do write him a letter, even if he even responds to me. But this right here, I could make it a go.
I'm sure he has a friend out there somewhere that would meet you here, and you know, maybe he'd give you a couple things in lieu of you getting rid of something for him. I don't know. I don't know what that guy's money looks like.
I would like to retrieve on the Trans Ams in the back. I would like to purchase them myself, in any way possible, as well as the Traeger wheels up here on these two Camaros that are sitting in the front of this lot. See, there's a little short wide GMC square body. All day long, just like that, 8,500.
Wow,
Put together running 20,000.
I should have kept my C10.
Yes, sir. They're worth a lot these days.
Yeah, I sold it for $500. I needed the money.
You give it away. That's what you did. You need to be slapped.
Yeah, no, yeah. I needed the money, and it broke down.
Hey, you know what? Some people have hard times and do things.
Oh yeah, no, that was 20 years ago. Yeah, definitely was hard times 20 years ago. That's for sure. Well, that was definitely interesting.
Well, this guy's got some stuff up here too, but nothing authentic as old like that back there in the back. So he kept that in the back and hid out. So he probably don't want nobody to know that he even has it.
I wonder where he slept at.
I would say there's a motorhome here in front. That's the only thing I've seen.
Yeah.
See that right there? That is the AMX. That car right there?
Yeah.
Today, 20 grand, just like it says.
No way.
Yes, sir. It's AMX.
I never even heard of the AMX.
Yes, sir.
Who makes
American Motor Company.
Oh, is that a defunct
yes, sir.
car company?
Right here, you see that? There's a record right there. I mean, a motorhome. That's probably where he stayed at.
Wow.
But somebody looked like they broke his door. Come in here. Well, no, he's got a padlock on it. But somebody tried to break the door. I don't know if the... Nope, it's locked. This guy's got a small fortune here. He does.
Okay, so I can see why he didn't want people coming in and stealing stuff, because they might.
Right. And there's no telling what he has in his garage right here. I thought this was, well, it is. This is an old set of scales they used to drive on right here.
Oh, the way the cars were.
Yes, sir. Old crane out front. Staying at. I don't know. Looks like a small generator was sitting here. Somebody's done collected that.
It looks pretty thrashed on the inside.
Yeah. Then he might just bought it for weight. Somebody pulled across the scales and that's your lane.
Uh-oh. This is breaking and entering now. Well, let's see what's inside. Yikes. Nothing much of value.
Let me go to my truck. I got a spotlight, a handhelder, so it's pretty dark in there. We'll see what the rest of the story of it is. Out of all cars, he's got a dadgum Buick in here. I figured he'd have something that was worth something more.
What is that?
A Buick.
Oh.
A four-door Buick. Looked like he was maybe taking the front end out from underneath it, trying to do a little work to it. But this is his shop, and I don't see where anything could have occurred in here. because it's too clustered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm taking that outbuilding. The first one we went into was the place of what he was doing.
Cutting them up. Yep.
Yeah, possibly. So this, there's no way the gun is here. Too grown.
I'm surprised nobody heard all the gunshots. I mean, it was in the afternoon.
Right.
But they probably thought they were target shooting. Okay, guys, that was a quick tour of the death scrapyard place, something like that, or what have you. I want to give a big shout out to my new friend, Hillbilly. That's what they call you. I'm not offending you. That's what they call you.
My name's Shane Hill, but everybody calls me Hillbilly. Yes, sir.
He said it, not me. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm out of here. You're out of here. You're going home.
Yes, sir.
And that car right there, you wanted to buy the wheels off of them.
Yes, sir. The Traeger wheels to fit an old Nova that I got sitting at the house.
So you're really going to write this guy
yes, sir.
a letter?
I'm going to write him a letter and see if I can buy those tires.
You know that jail's only a mile away. You can probably yell his name. He'd probably hear you. That's a small jail over there. Okay, guys, we're out of here. We didn't get shot, and this was a successful mission.
Well, yeah.
Okay, successful because we're
Thank
both
you,
alive.
Lamont, for letting me be a part of this with you, man.
No
I
worries.
didn't even know till I learned it from you.
Oh, right on. All right, guys. I'll catch up with you later. Have a good one. Peace out.